We just docked in Puerto Plata. Monty's gonna sleep a little bit. I'm gonna go and have breakfast at the wake with Kelly. It's your first look at Puerto Plata. Oh, it's a little cloudy today, but you can see it back there. I like that we're docked at Taino Bay. So Puerto Plata has 2 cruise terminals, and Carnival Cruise Line ships dock at Amber Cove, and everybody else pretty much docks at Taino Bay. So I'll be sure to show you what Taino Bay looks like and all the stuff we're gonna do today, but here's all the Norwegian joyers getting off the ship. So let's go have breakfast at the wake first and then go explore. It's so funny to roll up at breakfast with our laptops because people always look at us sideways and make comments, but they don't realize that for us, cruising actually is working. I'd heard great things about brunch at the wake, and honestly, I was a little bit underwhelmed. There weren't a lot of options, and I went with the classic steak and eggs. It was pretty good, but cruise ship steak is usually just not that great unless it's premium cut that you pay extra for. But Kelly really liked her French toast. So we had breakfast at the wake. Bati's a little mismatched. He's arguing with me. He says his outfit matches, but
I am dripping.
It doesn't matter because you look good always anyway. All right, so we're gonna go. Let's go. Ready to go, and today we're gonna visit a new beach club place in Puerto Plata called Tropical or Tropical. Gotta figure out how to pronounce it. So right now, waiting for Kelly. I don't know where she went. And then we have to go midship. We have to go down to debark. And Bati did change clothes. And not only do you match, look, you match the Z on the wall. And by the way, this is what I really love. They actually add A or Z to your room number. So we're in a Z room. Getting around on cruise ships can be super confusing. So they do this to help differentiate between the port side and the starboard side. A is port side and Z is starboard side. And it also tells you where in the ship you are, midship, forward, and aft. And here we are, we're on the pier. It's a pretty light day today. It's just us and Norwegian Joy. And by the way, if you dock here and you have mobility issues, they do have these little pedicabs that you can take, and they don't cost anything. They just operate off of optional tips. At Taino Bay, like a lot of other cruise ports, they do make you walk through the duty-free store, but it's not too crowded, so I don't mind. I feel like we're making really slow progress today. Keep making like little side quests. I do lucky docks at cruise ports where I hide docks for my friends on social media to find, and then they have a really good coffee shop, but holy hell, it's expensive. It's like $10, and then Kelly got a frap. That was $14, so it's good coffee, but oof, that's a problem with these cruise terminals. Everything is so expensive. But here is Taino Bay. There are a lot of things to do here, which is nice. It's just not necessarily an authentic Dominican experience. And they do have a pharmacy. Everything is really expensive and overpriced. So a lot of cruisers who dock at Puerto Plata, both Amber Cove and Taino Bay, they just stay at the terminal. There you'll find lots of shops. They're both really nice and developed. Here at Taino Bay, there is a pool that you can use for free, and there is even a small lazy river, which is really cool. They also have some optional paid experiences, like a small monkey encounter, and there's an aviary. Now for us, we typically like to get out and experience the local culture a little bit more, so we have to walk out and exit here by the taxi stand. So we just walked by the taxi stand, and I'm always blown away at how outrageously expensive taxis are here. I asked him just to go to Damahagua Falls, and he said it was $120. And I hire my private driver for not much more than that, and he takes us anywhere and everywhere we want to go for the whole day. So when you come to Puerto Plata, private driver is definitely the way to go. And there he is. That's my guy, Angel. We're in the van. Angel's gonna take us around. We're gonna see some new places that I've never been in Puerto Plata, and he always provides water, and I need it so badly right now because Virgin does not give you bottled water, and I need it. He also provides canned soda and phone chargers. And yay, he now has Wi-Fi, which is a huge perk because my phone just does not work well here on regular data. So the 3 of us have been to Puerto Plata many times, so we don't need to do things like the Ambar Museum or the tourist traps and things that you do downtown, but I do like to stop and visit to get fresh footage. Now, the great thing is if you dock at Taino Bay, you can just walk to these places, but if you dock at Amber Cove, you have to take a taxi or hire a driver. And this includes places like Umbrella Street and Pink Alley. Now, honestly, these are more kind of Instagram spots. You come, they're crowded, you get your photo, you keep it moving. So I always recommend cruisers visiting here to stop at these spots, including this little downtown Central Park area, but don't plan your whole day around them. For us, we just did a quick 15-minute stop and then headed out because there's a couple of new things that we wanted to try. I always try something new at every visit. So we're trying something new today, which is called Monkey Home. I've been to Monkey Land, but this is closer to the port. Ah, here they come. They're so cute. So this is a newer family-owned business, and I really like how close it is to the terminals. Oh, there's a whole pocket of monkeys. Oh my God, they're so cute. There's monkeys.
Monkey attack. That's a monkey
They're
attack.
so cute. Oh my God, I can't stand it. They're so cute. I love it. Hi, Oh. So once you're in the enclosure, you get to obviously cavort with monkeys. The employees have seeds and fruits that you feed the monkeys. They'll put the seeds on your head so the monkeys will jump on your shoulders and your head. Now be careful if you have jewelry because they will try to take it. They're very curious. They will get in your clothes. And because these are wild animals, there is a chance that you might also have a quite unpleasant encounter, which is what wild animals do, which is to take a poo. And yeah, it happened. Poor Bati got it on the leg and on his shirt, and Kelly got it in her hair, but they both say it was still worth it. And Monkey Home isn't just monkeys. After that, we got to see a little bit about the local culture, which is always my favorite part of visiting cruise port destinations. Okay, so now we're gonna try some Dominican hot chocolate.
The sugar is lower. You want to put?
Smells amazing. Oh yeah, put some sugar in there. Pour some sugar on me. So good. Okay, that actually might be the best hot cocoa I've ever had in my life. Seriously. After that, we walked over and learned how tobacco is farmed and how they make Mama Juana and what that is. And we're not big drinkers, but you gotta try Mama Juana. Okay. Tastes like wine. So part of the reason I'm not a big drinker, I just don't like the way it tastes, as you can probably tell. We also got to watch a cigar making demonstration. We got to watch them roll the cigars, and we're also not smokers, so Bati had his first ever puff of a cigar. And yeah, there's obviously a little bit of a learning curve with that. So we had a great visit at Monkey Home, but time to head out. So Bati is obsessed with like fresh coconut whenever we are in island locations. So we just rolled up on this little roadside stand, so we're gonna get some fresh goodies. And these are the cruise moments I love the best, the unexpected local touches. So I got a banana, Bati got a coconut.
The best.
Kelly is getting, I don't know what this is. ¿Cómo se dice?
En español is guanábana.
Guanábana. Look how perfect this is, freshly grown off the tree. That's actually delicious.
So you know how much I pay in a way for bananas, avocado, coconut, 5 avocados. We pay like $7.
$7.
That is crazy.
Well, you can't get that in America. We got that inflation on. And we headed to the beach. And on the way past Amber Cove, which is the other terminal in Puerto Plata. We love a good beach day, but honestly, the beaches in Puerto Plata just really are not great. I've tried most of them, so I recently started trying resort day pass options. I tried Marian before, and I really liked it, but this one's closer, and it's called Tropical. By the way, that is how you pronounce it. Tropical, not Tropical. It's basically an all-inclusive resort that is mostly visited by the locals, but they do sell resort day passes for cruisers, which is what we chose to do. When we first arrived, we did eat first. The food was just okay, basic all-inclusive stuff. And they do provide towels, but you have to leave your ID behind and you get it back when you return them. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time. I love cruising, but I feel like there's just never enough time. So that's one of the downsides of it. And I see why sometimes people don't like that part of cruising, but look how cool this place is. They have like double-decker like beach beds, things like that. So we're getting here kind of late, so all the really good ones are already taken. So we just grabbed one, but we wanted to just get our toes in the sand, get some fun time in the water. And unfortunately, the beach here isn't great either. It's beautiful, but the water is really aggressive and it's pretty murky. So we didn't spend much time there. It is all inclusive, so alcohol, drinks, and mocktails are also included. They do have a sushi spot, and overall, I found the service to be pretty lacking. Not sure if I'll come back to Tropical or not. I like Marian a lot better. Now, depending on the time of year you visit, Puerto Plata can be an hour off from ship time. So that's something that always stresses me out a little bit because I'm always afraid of getting it wrong. But our driver, Angel, is a pro at making sure we get back on time. And once we got back on the ship, it was nap time. We took a nap. I gotta get ready. I've got like wet hair from our shower. But it's really cool because I don't normally get to do a sail away at night. And like with Virgin, the ports of call are so much later. So it's Puerto Plata at night. How cool is that? We didn't have to be back to the ship until 6:30 local time, 5:30 ship time. So it was pitch black by the time we sailed away, which was neat. Oh, I'm tired. And we had like a really super full day. So tonight's Scarlet night, and I don't know, I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to go, but maybe I'll get a second wind. We'll see. But I got to get ready, and then we'll see how we feel. Okay, so obviously got a second wind, decided to go to Scarlet night. So here's the fit. Check it out. Got the red dress. I love my Amazon dresses. Are really wrinkle resistant and they're usually pretty cute. We got a few hours to kill. We're gonna do dinner. We're gonna do the casino, and then we're gonna do Scarlet night. Show everyone what you're wearing. Bati has the white.
Yeah, here we go.
So one thing I don't love about Virgin is the entertainment, but we saw that there was an illusionist show, so we decided to go check that out because it's more our speed. And I gotta say, it was actually pretty good. And the highlight was that Bati got called to the stage to do a trick. It was really funny. It was probably the highlight of his cruise.
See, all that practice with the playing cards prepared me.
He's been inspired by cruise ship magicians lately, so he's learned some card tricks. He's very proud of himself. So if you ever see Bati on a cruise, you gotta ask him to show his card tricks.
Yes, absolutely.
Dinner was at Razzle Dazzle, which is kind of rebranded now as the Lucky Lotus. I was a little confused because my big beef with Virgin is that they haven't changed the menus, but Razzle Dazzle was quite a bit different. So I chatted with our server about it, and he said it's a concept that they're testing on Scarlet Lady. Traditionally, Razzle Dazzle has been a vegan vegetarian concept with some meat options, which they call the naughty options. And they still do offer that with Razzle Dazzle brunch, but dinner is very different. Obviously, it is an Asian flair. The food was pretty good, although as Carnival cruisers, we actually prefer Chibang. But Sumil, our server, made the experience worthwhile because he was really awesome. And Virgin desserts always look good, but sadly, they're just usually not. Now, after this, we decided to head up for the Scarlet Party, but I find that Virgin leans pretty heavily into EDM type music, which is not my thing, but luckily, they hosted a Scarlet Party after party down in the club where they played hip hop. Much more my thing. So we relocated down to the Manor. So I appreciate Bati for indulging the things that I love for another successful night.